Hello, y'all. So we're about to do a little bit of a pick a card today. I thought we'd do something fun, and we're going to make it totally about y'all. So we're going to look at two piles. We're going to look at what makes you great, okay? I'm going to hype y'all up real quick. Let's see what makes y'all pop and see the deck is excited. Everybody's excited. The ancestors is ready to tell y'all what makes you guys great, okay? Why do people love y'all so much, okay? Why are y'all an asset to humanity and all that great shit? So let's see. We're going to get two piles really quick. Let me shuffle. All right, they're ready. So let's see. What makes y'all great? What makes y'all great? All right, so these are going to be your core messages about what makes y'all great, and then we're going to pull some messages from your ancestors and guides to show you what's going to be in what's in store for your future. Like, what are they rewarding you with because you're so great, okay? Now, you can pick the two piles. This is pile A, and this is pile B, okay? Pile A, pile B, all right? If you need more time, go ahead and pause the video, but we're going to go ahead and get this crack-a-lackin', okay? So let's see what's going on for pile A. What makes you guys great, okay? So we have the Ace of Cups, okay? Abundance. People fall in love with you pretty quickly, pile A. Like, you're like an angel, all right? The Ace of Cups is telling me that you have a very delicate disposition. Even if people don't think that you are, like, when they get to know you, they're like, oh, well, she's this and this and this. But when they first meet you, they have a very bubbly, angelic, warm, and accepting energy from you, okay? We also have the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, you guys are abundant, whether you know this or not, or if you're not feeling abundant right now, that's understandable, but you have a lot of gifts that would make you very abundant, okay? So the Ace of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles, your guys are saying that they favor you very much. Like, you have ancestors that favor you very much in your bloodline, okay? So they're also saying that you're like the chosen one in your bloodline, that there's a very strong possibility that you will make a lot of money. You will probably be one of maybe the first millionaires or the first six-figure earner in your family or something like that. Like, you have the ability to make a lot of money, and it's through your very loving and receptive energy. So some of you guys are heavy psychic energies, or you have very strong intuitive abilities that would make you a strong force when it comes to the ancestral line, okay? So we have the Two of Cups, okay? So you guys make a very good partner in relationships as well, okay? You're very giving and loving in relationships. So lots of cups here. So you guys might actually love, even if you're like down with love right now, or you're bah humbug, but if like one of your friends get engaged, you're like hype as hell for them. You're so excited. One of your friends, you know, turn up pregnant or something, you're very excited for them. Like, you love in its healthier form. Of course, if you've had bad relationships, or if you're going through that right now, you might not be as gung-ho about love, but like, this is showing me that you love the actual concept of love, especially receptive give and take love, because we have the Two of Cups here. So not like that Six of Pentacles shit or that Three of Cups shit. You like that Two of Cups where I love you, you love me, we put in the same effort, you know what I mean? We're gonna build together, you know, I got your back, you got my back, okay? So you love that real shit, all right? So that's what makes you great as well. You have the Fool card. So a lot of you guys are travelers. You're very adventurous spirits as well. Your ancestors are telling me that they love your energy because they feel like they're going to explore so many things through you. Like, the bloodline is going to have a lot of firsts through you. You're going to be the first to go to Japan. You're going to be the first to go to, you know, Romania or some shit. You're going to be the first to be a millionaire. You're going to be the first to have a long-term healthy relationship in a long time in the marriage, you know, in the generations. Like, maybe there hasn't been a solid marriage in a while. You're going to be the one who has that, okay? So the ancestors are very pleased with you because they feel like they're going to be able to experience a world of things through you, because you guys are not afraid to experience new things. You're very fearless, okay? So obviously this could be a water sign pile. We got Aquarius, Aries, and Capricorn. So you might have those strong in your chart. What? Bitch better have my money. Y'all should know me well enough. Bitch better have my money. Please don't call me on my bluff. Pay me what you owe me. What? Balling bigger than LeBron. Who y'all think y'all fronting on? What? All right, got hype for y'all real quick, pile A. I got hype. Okay, y'all got that bread on y'all. Y'all beautiful too. They love you. They think you're beautiful. Whether you think your body is beautiful or not, they say you have a body that's been shaped by many people in your ancestry line. Some of y'all look like somebody else in your ancestral line, like very much so. You might look like an elder relative, and they love that. Like, they feel like you're very beautiful. You have a very nice sense of dressing as well. Classy, bougie, ratchet. Okay, sassy, moody, nasty. All right, heckin' stupid. What's happening? Okay, the Five of Pentacles. So they want you, they're giving me a message here that they want you to stop being so frustrated, because some of you might feel like you're not where you're supposed to be, or you can't see yourself having this Ten of Pentacles. They think it's kind of cute when you get frustrated, because they feel like it means that you don't know who you are. They're looking like, these people are way older than you, right? These are freaking ancient ass ancestors. So they're like, you know, it's not that they're like patronizing you. It's just like, damn, she don't even know, or he don't even know who the hell he is. Look at that. Because if she knew or he knew who the hell they were, they wouldn't even be frustrated like this. They wouldn't even be sweating the bullshit. Okay, so your guys are saying like they like the fact that you are new. Like, there's something young, like you're fresh to the bloodline. Like, you're fresh to the bloodline. You might come from like a different soul tribe or something, like a different galaxy or some shit. Like, there's something you bring that's fresh to this bloodline. Like, I'm not saying this is your first time in the bloodline or something. I'm saying, like, maybe there's something different about you. There's something different about you than the rest of the bloodline. You're going to change things in such a way. But it's also something about you not knowing exactly who you are. So there's like an unfamiliarity to you in this bloodline. So maybe some of you guys need to find out who your actual lineage is connected to. Like, if you're Nigerian, or if you're you know, whatever, you're fucking Geechee, or, you know, you're Haitian, whatever. You need to find out who your roots are, because that could be what's blocking you. Like, a lot of you guys don't know exactly which you know, things to practice, or which foods to eat, or which, you know, stuff to have in your house, or who to venerate, because you may not know specifically where your ancestral line comes from. Okay, like, I always tell people, like, for me, I burn cedar sage because my Native American gods like cedar sage. I don't necessarily burn white sage all the time. I'm really big on cedar sage because that's specific to my bloodline. So when you start to learn different things about yourself, you can kind of fine tune your spiritual practices and your manifestations and etc. Okay. We have the High Priestess, yeah. And I know the last card, I've already seen it, is the Moon. So you guys are fucking healers, okay? They love that you're a very powerful psychic, Pile A. Whether you know this or not, you are a very powerful psychic, okay? You have some water in your chart somewhere. It could be on your moon sign. If you're a Leo moon in Western, it could be a Cancerian moon in sidereal, or a Pisces moon. So you'd be an Aries moon in Western or some shit. But you have like, you're very psychic. You could be one of the first openly practicing psychics in the family, or one of the first, like, you might be the first one who openly practices your spiritual gifts, okay? They're saying when you look in the mirror, you see us. You have a very strong ancestral line. Like, you're very much connected to your ancestors with this Ten of Pentacles here. You are the chosen one in your lineage. So if you feel different from your brothers and sisters, if you feel like the black sheep in the family, that's because you don't know who you are. You don't know that you're supposed to be connected like this. I'm also feeling that a lot of you guys have a divine counterpart, okay? And they're very much honing in on this, that might be something as well. You might be like the first, I don't know, divine counterpart that comes into union in the lineage. There's something very powerful about you. Like, you're very much meant to be here, meant to increase and venerate your ancestors in a really big way. Some of you guys are going to be very much known healers, psychics, intuitives, therapists, self-help coaches, whatever. You're going to be guiding people through nurturing and healing abilities, and your ancestors are so proud and excited for you. They're very happy that you were born, okay? So, hyping you up from your ancestors. Let me get you guys a couple messages about your future from your ancestors. Look at that. The Moon again. Who the fuck is y'all? See, a lot of y'all might be resisting this fact about yourself, but you need to stop doing that, okay? See, we have the Temperance card. A lot of you guys could be Reiki healers. Page of Wands. Some of you guys are going to have a child one day, a boy child. And we have lots of career success. You're going to always be successful in your career. It's like you guys are always going to be continuing to level up. Some of you guys are going to be well known, like famous or social media famous. And you're always going to be leveling up. Like, once you get to one, like say a plateau in your career, or you know, let's say This is like somebody who gets their bachelorette and then their master's and then their PhD. It's like you're constantly going to be leveling up over and over again. They're saying you're never done. Okay, you can be like Cicely Tyson. She was fucking working until she was like, what? You know, like her whole life. Cicely Tyson worked until she died. John Witherspoon, he worked until he died. Okay, so that's kind of how they're saying you're always going to be successful until it's time for you to reincarnate or go back into the source or whatever you're going to do. Because a lot of you guys are in twin flames, so this is probably going to be your last incarnation. Okay, that's a big tell of a twin flame relationship. If you're going to be in union with your person, you're probably not going to come back to Earth. Okay, so that's for you, pile A. Let's go ahead and get into pile B. Let's get hyped up by our ancestors. Okay. So what do your ancestors like about you? The 10 of Wands. They like that you work very hard. You work late nights. You work when everybody else is sleeping. When everyone else is giving up and turning in, you're still up working. So they love your tenacity, pile B. They love that you never give up, okay? You are like that person that when everyone else is giving up and everybody else is talking, you're working, okay? So they love how strong you are when it comes to your work ethic and how much you give to your goals and your passions, okay? So they really love that. The Star, they love how you perform when you're in front of people. So a lot of you guys might be already in the public eye. You might have some sort of social media presence, or you will at some point. And maybe just even when you're at parties or you're around people in large gatherings, the way that you can control a crowd. But the Star card is giving me Aquarian energy. And as somebody who has 10th house Aquarius, that's a teacher placement. So the really big thing that your guides like is that every time people come across you, especially in large groups of people or just, you know, group setting, people learn from you. Like people tune into you and listen to what you have to say. Really great storytellers in this group as well. So Spirit loves how you teach the masses. Some of you, I'm telling you, if you have a social media, you're going to wind up teaching the masses in some way. Maybe even astrology with that star there. So some of you guys you're great astrologers. Thank you guys. I know, right? You know, they over here hyping me up. You know, sorry. Okay, I had a moment. Anyway, so back to the reading. We have the Page of Swords. They love how you write as well. Some of you guys write really good stories, or you would make a really good writer. Okay, something about your communication that's off the chain, okay? But they want you to write more. With this being the Page of Swords, they're saying that they would love to see if you wrote more. They would love to see your stories, your notes. Some of you guys are meant to be scientists and kind of like document what you've been through. Like, you know, document how you feel when you know, take certain herbs, or you're supposed to be like, I just heard Book of Shadows. I'm thinking of Charm. So in your bloodline, your ancestors that come after you are going to be reading the work that you left. They're going to be reading your books, your grimoires, or your Book of Shadows, or they want you to write down your recipes. If you do oils or if you do spells, they want you to write that down. If you fix candles, they want you to write that down and leave it to the next generation. But they also want you to write books and stories, specifically children's stories for some of you. Some of you have amazing imaginations, or even romance novels, like not just informational books, but they want you to do creative books. Like you're very, there's something here about your imagination when you write that's very good that they like. So they're saying that you need to write more. That's coming from a female ancestor. That's my grandma. My grandma stayed goddamn writing, okay? She wrote every fucking thing down. She had her master's in education. That's her ass coming through for me. I already know she talking to me about me writing. Because I've been trying to listen to this damn song so I can write this verse, but I keep putting it off. So I know this is coming through for me. I know. I'm so stubborn sometimes. I don't know. I guess I'm a creature of habit, and just the thought of like writing and doing songs, like how do I know I'm going to be successful in that? And maybe I should be like, well, it's not about if I'm successful in it, of course, but I don't know. I just one of those people. I don't know. Everybody has their thing. So the Ace of Swords, yeah, they really are talking about your ability to communicate here. These are all technically Aquarian cards. So they're really talking about your ability to communicate, but not just to people around you, but the masses. Like you guys are powerful communicators. You guys could be politicians if you wanted. You guys can sell salt to a slug. Y'all can sell dirt if you wanted to. Like you guys have the gift of the sword. You guys have the gift of writing. You have the gift of the pen. Oh shit. Y'all wordsmiths out here. Okay. Okay, so wordsmiths, very powerful wordsmiths. You guys need to write more. They also like how you can write things down and maybe put it into action. So maybe you're a planner and you like to write things down. But there's something about your ability to communicate. You're very blunt and you're very truthful. So when people talk to you, they know that they're going to get the truth from you. They know that when they're talking to you, you're telling them the truth and nothing but the truth as far as you know it. If you've ever misled someone, it wasn't intentionally, right? So that is one thing. Some of you guys, maybe you want to be lawyers, or you want to, you know, be social justice warriors and speak up for other people. And that's not a bad thing. You would be very gifted at it in that arena, or a politician. You know, you could run for like local office or something. You would be really good with that because people are very moved by what you say. Okay. So we have the Hermit. Yeah. They love how you're willing to separate yourself from people. Me, who lives out in the nowhere, and like, there's like farms and shit right by my house. So they love how you're willing to take yourself apart from the crowd and learn. Like, you're willing to do what other people aren't willing to do. So, you know, you guys might be the most successful ones around your friends and family. And that's because they don't take their work as seriously as you do. A lot of you guys are self-made, or you're working for yourself. Or if you're in college, you're that person while everyone's out partying, you're studying. You know what I'm saying? You're taking your work, your studies very seriously. Okay. Some of you guys are teachers though. With the Hermit and the Star card, you do a lot of knowledge seeking so that you can spread this word to other people. It's very Gemini, like a lot of Gemini, like constantly communicating facts and knowledge to people. And it's because you do so much studying, and it's self-taught. Like, you don't have to do this. That's what they love about you, is you do this on your own. You study books, you read, you watch, you know, YouTube, you watch things and learn on purpose, like, because you like to do it. Some of you guys are very intelligent. This is a very intelligent pile, like very smart. So your guides are telling me that you're very smart, and they love that about you. And they love how you're self-taught and that you're always wanting to learn more, okay? We have the Fool. You both got the Fool. And the interesting thing, there are two different Fools in this deck, which I didn't even know that until today. I just noticed that there's two different Fools in this deck. So you both got the Fool card, okay? So they also love how you are a free spirit as well. Your ability to teach and your ability to be on social media, how you are, is going to take you very far. Like, a lot of you guys are going to be traveling speakers or teachers, is what they're saying. Like, astrology, if you're into astrology, that is also going to take you places. I just heard TikTok. So some of you guys who might be on TikTok and go places, like, people are going to be booking you to travel, or you're going to be winding up traveling and going different places, is because of your ability to teach. Your knowledge base is lethal. Like, Pile B, you are a genius, educational wise, and like your IQ is very, even if we can't even, IQ is cool, but you can't really measure intelligence. Like, they say that it's nice to say you have a high IQ, great. And you guys might not have the most analytical knowledge. Like, you know, you might not be able to do geometry in your sleep or anything, but I'm talking about your ability to take knowledge and apply it is out of this world. Like, this is a scientist. Like, you guys are therapists, psychologists, scientists, professors, teachers. You are a very powerful mind, okay? And you're going to be renowned for this. People might even consult you. I'm hearing consultant. So people are going to want to consult you for your knowledge. Okay. And it might be very eccentric with this Aquarian energy. It might be different. You know, there might be some people who think you're like a quack or you're crazy, but you're actually going to be very renowned. Some of you guys might even wind up getting your PhD or something with this Hermit card here. Okay. The Justice card. Wow. Look at all this fucking air. Like, this is all this air. All the air signs are here. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Virgo, and Sag are the only other signs here. But yeah, like, big contract. You guys have a soul contract to be communicators with the Sword here, definitely. Some of you are meant to be lawyers, or again, PhDs. You might even get consulted by, like, I don't want to say government agencies, but maybe schools might consult you. Colleges might ask you to come out and teach or write, okay? But they're saying writing and communicating. They keep bringing that up. I know I keep talking about the same thing. And then we have the Six of Pentacles. They also love how generous you are. We have the Scales here again. So they love how generous you are. I just heard Ma'at. So some of you guys might need to work with the goddess Ma'at, Isis, you know, Nefertiti, all those energies, okay? I just heard Dionysus too. What the hell? Anyway, they love how you're very generous. You always want to come back for other people. You also very much respect children. This is a pile that very much venerates and honors and respects children. A lot of you guys, what you're doing might be for your children. Like, you might be fueled to do all this to be able to leave something for your children. Even though, and that's crazy because you're going to affect the world with this and other people's children. You're going to help other people's children. But you might have only really did all this because you wanted to give back to your own children or the children of your family if you don't have your own children. Like, you might have wanted to be able to leave other people or to help other people, because the Six of Pentacles is the ability to give assistance. So you've done this to be able to be financially secure to help others. Like, they love the fact that none of this is for yourself. Like, this is not selfless. We don't have the Sun card here. You are being known for your ability to read the skies, read the heavens, to be very analytical, the way you speak, the way you motivate others. But it's all to give back to people. So that's what your ancestors love about you. And they are saying that you're going to be in a position to help people. Like, you're going to be in a position to come back for others and bring them up, especially children. Okay? So let's go ahead and get some cards for the future. I'm sorry if I kept repeating the same thing, but this pile has a very strong theme around the same thing. So that's how you know. Look at the Chariot, my favorite card ever. All right. So yeah, very independent pile too. Wow. You Tower in reverse, you're very good at avoiding disaster. So Spirit wants you to know going forward, don't be afraid of failure or disaster, because they're saying you're going to conquer that. Like, you have a very good intuitive sense. That's another thing. Like, you guys would make better astrologers because of your analytical mind. It's not saying that you couldn't do tarot or something like that. You are very spiritual, but you also are very intuitive. Sword people, like King of Swords, is actually very intuitive. Just because he's not a water in emotions does not mean the same thing as intuitive. Intuitive is the ability to sense things or to kind of go with patterns sometimes. Like, detectives are very intuitive. King of Swords make great detective. I would honestly, my dream job, one of my dream jobs, if I could pick a job, I would love to be like a behavioral analysis, like somebody who catches serial killers. I want to be a part of the BAU. I would love to do that, but I have children and shit, and I can't be having serial killers chase me and all that. But yeah, like, a lot of you guys are going to be really good at avoiding crises or avoiding disasters, okay? Like, for instance, for some of you, like, when the pandemic happened, you might have already been self-employed. So where everyone was losing their jobs or not being able to work from home, you were already maybe self-employed. Like, that type of intuitive sense on a very large scale. So they're saying don't worry about failure or disaster, because you're going to be able to avoid those things because you're very intuitive. I'm going to take these cards that came out on the top. The ones that fell out, Page of Cups, the Empress. Some of you guys are going to wind up having a child. They want you to know that you will wind up having a girl for some of you if you want a child, okay? Also, very good financial stability. We have the Three of Cups, lots of success for you. The Two of Pentacles. The next 2 years are going to be very successful for you. Look at, I just fucking said, the King of Swords, and there he is. You guys are going to be like a CEO, a business mogul, in control of a lot of people. Very intuitive, a doctor, a professor, a consultant, like renowned in your field, one of the best at what you do. I'm telling you guys, you're going to be one of the best of what you do. And it's a swords energy. You guys are very much swords people. They're seeing you like that. Like, they're saying your brain is off the charts. You're like probably the smartest person in the room most of the time. And that's what they're very proud of you. And you need to start using it more, okay? So I hope that this helps. Thank you so much for watching this whole reading. I hope you did. And let me know if you guys enjoyed this one, okay? I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.